Hi, everyone, and welcome to Quantum Wave. I am here broadcasting live from the amazing land of Sedona in Arizona. I am so happy to finally have made it in this unique, magical place. I have felt this vortex for a very long time. It was not meant to be for me to come here before, but this time around, I can really see that it was meant to be. I have been having the most amazing, magical experiences, and many more are going to come. So today, I'm really excited to join from this very potent frequency to be able to share with you about radical acceptance. What radical acceptance is within the system of fractal dynamics and how we can apply that to find greater level of understanding, alchemization, as well as healing of our emotions. When we understand the system of fractal dynamics, we can have a better understanding of why it is so important to practice self-embodiment, why it is so important to love ourselves unconditionally or enter the process of self-love or radical acceptance as we are learning about today. So fractal dynamics is a body of work that I channel from Sophia God, from source frequency. And my high council of light helps me understand it, refine it, and share it with humanity. My high council of light is made out of many different star races, ascended masters, angels, archangels, dragons, and other beautiful totem animals. So I am, when I share with you during Quantum Wave, I am indeed channeling. So I know a little bit in advance what's going to come through, but it is always a channeled experience. So I can perceive in the field what needs to be shared now for you attending live as well as on the replay. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much for joining. You know that we are doing this Quantum Wave live show weekly. So put it in your calendar because it is literally receiving amazing teachings as well as today meditation, embodied practice for free, in the comfort of your home, or you might be driving or anything else, but you can receive potent teachings directly from Sophia God, from Source Consciousness, totally free. And these teachings are going to change your life. I know because they are changing my life still, because I'm always called, of course, to apply everything that I channel, everything that I download. I am here to embody, and I'm on the path like you. So as I receive these teachings, they open up my consciousness and they help me perceive within my own awareness the areas of my life that need to be more loved, more accepted. So maybe you can think about some areas of your life where you feel pretty comfortable. Sometimes we are very comfortable with our body, with our health, with the way we eat. Sometimes it's more about work. We are really aligned with work, or like maybe friends, relationship, divine union, family members, kids, relationship with pets, relationship with the environment. There are these areas of life that we don't really think too much about because we are quite comfortable with that. But then there are areas of our lives where things are more sticky. More comes up to the surface. We are more easily triggered. We oscillate more within these areas. Fractal and fractal dynamics is a system that helps us see everything from the angel that we are. So I always talk about placing ourselves as the angel behind our human. And the angel behind our human is in constant observance of whatever is unfolding for our human's life. So the angel will observe that there are areas of comfort where we feel really satisfied, where not much is going on. And then the areas of life where a lot is going on, when we get triggered, emotional, or a lot of stickiness is present. So the angel that we are can choose to direct energy in one area of another. And here, I'm not the one that's going to tell you you need to focus more on your zone of comfort, of soaking the vibes in, or on really spending more time within your zone of comfort, or on the opposite, you need to really focus on shifting what's happening with triggers, the sticky areas of your life, because it depends. It depends. If you follow the teachings of Abraham Hicks, for example, Abraham Hicks shares a lot that we can really focus exclusively on feeling good. And therefore, we focus on the areas of our lives that feel good. And as we keep on feeling good, everything else gets uplifted. And then in other discipline, other teachings, other body of work, we are going to go more into the shadow work, into working within the density, in understanding why we are feeling stuck in certain areas of our lives, and we want to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And sometimes we can find ourselves literally entering a wormhole and going like, oh, why did I even open this Pandora box? So what do we need to do? It depends. Because fractal dynamics is a body of work that is here to teach you how to be a divine sovereign being, always in alignment with your own heart, which is the center point of the fractal, the center point of the fractal dynamic system, always the heart center. It means that once we place ourselves as the angel inside of our heart, witnessing our human, the angel will have the intuition, will share with our human where we need to place our awareness. Because they say sometimes we need to spend a lot of time in our comfort zone. We need to spend a lot of time just feeling good, recalibrating, expanding simply by being. And here we are not even talking about doing any work or any activation or anything like that. It is literally, I love spending time with my husband, with my kids, I love just maybe painting or writing poetry. I love walking outside. And so we need to spend more time in these areas to be able to balance our nervous system out, to be able to recalibrate, to build up our energy. And so therefore, when we have the guidance to go into the sticky areas of our lives, then it means that the batteries are full, the tank is full, and it will be much easier to address whatever is in this Pandora box. So today's transmission is going to be, again, teachings coming from the highest plane of existence of unconditional love, the one unified field. How can we practice radical self-acceptance of everything that arises within our awareness? So instead of having fragmented consciousness, we can live, breathe, act, laugh and love from the one unified field. It comes with practice. Everything comes with practice. This is why I invite you to join weekly. So really, I would love for you to put that in your calendar and to say like, weekly, I watch Cendrine live, or I watch on the replay, or maybe you like to listen to this on my podcast, as we also put that on the podcast after the episode live. Radical self-acceptance is different from self-love. Self-love at times, they say, can be confronting and can be hard to perceive, because the notion of self-love isn't really representing the truth of what love is, unconditional love is. Because to be able to experience unconditional love, really at the highest, it is to be in connection. So I often talk about the 4 primal codes, and we will dive into the 4 primal codes in the future, I can assure you that. And the 4 primal codes are love, freedom, abundance, and connection. So when you are in the process of activating more love, it is important to work with the code of connection, with the code of freedom, with the code of abundance, because they create a square, and it's a powerful pathway of accelerated evolution into the embodiment of higher level of consciousness, of the one unified field that we already are. So love comes because we see ourselves being mirrored through the eyes of others. So it can be friends, can be partners, parents, kids, and so on. Radical self-acceptance is a different concept because it is an internal concept. It is a concept that says that when we reside at the center point of our fractal, when we really become the embodiment of an angelic nature, a true angelic nature, then we can witness all that is arising for our human and accept it whole, no matter what. And that is really mastery. That's mastery, isn't it? Because it means that no matter what happens in your body, emotionally, in your mind, in your everyday life, no matter what happens, you accept it fully. And we know that we don't accept things fully when we get triggered, when there is resistance, when there is judgment, when there is shame, regret, and guilt. So how can we activate the field of radical self-acceptance? And why is this so important? It is important because we are not here to wage a war against ourselves. As you might have noticed, a lot of things are going on everywhere out there, and we need to be able to have full access to our energy to activate our purpose and be of service for the collective. So it is enough of us lingering continuously into our little microcosm, thinking that we are so wounded, so broken, that we can't possibly, shine bright and help others. That has to stop. The concept of radical self-acceptance is there to help that. So radical self-acceptance helps us being happier, being more joyful, being more powerful, more courageous, because instead of spending energy fragmenting ourselves, separating ourselves from our human, from our body, from our mind, from our emotions, saying there's something wrong with this should be out. Like I am, for example, always procrastinating with my work. There's something wrong with me. I continuously I'm trying all the things to heal that, Cendrine. I'm trying all the things to change that in my life. So I understand what you mean by that, because, also I observe things that are in the area of stickiness and that are ready to be increased in terms of frequency, improve, to become more of a crystalline reflection of the truth of my divinity. But when we witness ourselves continuously procrastinating, we can realize that there is nothing that we need to change about that. There is nothing wrong about that. There's nothing wrong about ourselves. It is simply a flavor of a certain expression of our humanity. And the expression of our humanity can come from many different places. The expression of our humanity comes from our wounds, inner child wounds and trauma. Hello, hi, nice to see you. Nice from Alberta, that's so nice. Our humanity, the challenges of our humanity, all of this stickiness, so they come from our inner child wounds and trauma. They can come from our ancestors' timelines. They can come from past lives. They can come from things that happened yesterday and that were really, really charged. They can just be present within our human. These flavor of our humanity, they are simply part of what we agreed upon when we say, let's go to Earth. It's not going to be a holiday, but it's going to be great anyway. I'm going to learn so much. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to have a great time. And I'm also going to roar like a dragon, So the flavors of our humanity are here to be fully accepted. if you know me, if you have joined Quantum Wave before, or if you are a student of any of my program in the present or in the past, you will know that I love to use food as a metaphor because I love cooking, I love eating. And so you can imagine that we are this magnificent dish, and all of the flavor of the dish make the dish that we are absolutely unique. There is not a single other dish like we are in the whole world, because this is exactly that. You are absolutely unique. In this very moment, there is no one else like you that wears what you are wearing, that is having the day that you are having right now, that has the desires, the pain that you are carrying. No one else. And tomorrow you will be someone different because you will have had, certain quality of sleep, or maybe some food that were more or less pleasant for your body, some interaction with others. So tomorrow you will be another human. A similar human, yes, but you will still be a different human. So radical self-acceptance is saying always that in the now, we have the capacity within our heart to open the door for accepting the full flavor of the yummy, delicious, unique dish that we are. And that comes from understanding that the heart is a multidimensional portal that can hold, that can create the space. It's more that they say the heart portal is a portal that opens up, so it can be so vast that it can create the space for us to be able to perceive at once many different flavors, many different emotions, many different experiences. So we can feel both joy and grief at the same time. We can feel both anger and compassion at the same time. And it's not just two, it's an infinite. So radical self-acceptance comes from our ability to say that we are absolutely unique and perfect in all our imperfections in this moment, because we are the expression of God, Source, Sophia, Christ consciousness that needs to express itself in this unique, specific way. You are a unique fractal of God. God is experiencing itself through you in your unique way. If you are not you fully, God will not be able to experience itself fully through you either. There will be restriction. But as these restrictions comes, as we witness, as the angel behind our human will witness a flavor of restriction, a flavor of shame, a flavor of procrastination, a flavor of not being good enough, a flavor of always too excited, maybe too much, inappropriate, too angry, whatever. And say, as I witness this, I am at the open door of God witnessing itself, experiencing, and therefore the charge of the stickiness with the experience completely dissipates. It completely dissipates, and it gives the detachment needed to be able to alchemize whatever is arriving through the potent, magical quantum field of our infinite heart. I want to show you this with the fractal graphic, because yes, I am traveling, but I do have my little whiteboard. I love it. It's really, really useful. So at the center point of our fractal within our heart, we have the ability to place ourselves there. And as we place ourselves there, we observe all sorts of experiences, all sorts of flavors. Sometimes the human is very, very, very happy, very, very connected. And the human feels very present. So the human is actually within the one unified field. We do not need to be in meditation, feeling enlightened to be in the unified field. No. To be in the unified field is, for example, like yesterday. So I've been attending Kayara's Dragon's Heart Leadership Retreat. Mind-blowing. So we just ended today at lunchtime. And yesterday, after the second day, we all went to Cathedral Rock to watch the sunset. And, oh my goodness, if you know Sedona, sunset, no words, right? And as we were in that moment, we were the 6 of us, and we are all witnessing the majesty of this unique location. And we all knew very well that we were experiencing a unique moment of being there together, witnessing the glory of God literally incarnated on this planet, in this very special high frequency location. In that moment, the grace of the divine was so potent. We did not do anything special, just than witness in the moment. And there I knew I am in the one unified field. I am at the center point of my fractal. I am there with all of these people that I love, that I meet for the first time in person, witnessing one of the most majestic sunset I have ever witnessed in my life. That was a moment that I was able to drop into, because I was simply aware that let's stay anchored into the present moment. I could have thought about what to do tomorrow. I could have thought about the fact that I was completely unprepared for this mini hike because I was literally with my high platform sandals, really like an outfit that was more like, ooh, let's dress up for a Kayara event rather than let's go hike. I was not focusing on anything else as just breathing in this moment, taking the majesty in. You can be residing at the center point of your fractal, watching a funny movie with your family, eating popcorn, and having this very strong connection with your own heart and with this moment, and knowing that you are so exactly where you need to be right now. That the connection that you have with your family, that the popcorn that you're eating, that the movie that you're watching, all of it is unique. It is unique tapestry that will never repeat itself, ever again. So you can be residing at the center point of your fractal, doing mundane things, everyday things. That is the purpose of this system. The purpose of this system is not to take us outside of our lives. The purpose of this system is to anchor us more into this life. Oh, hi, Jess. So nice to see you. Yes, Sedona is amazing. I'm watching there outside. I cannot show you guys because it's my bedroom and it's a bit messy. But I can see like mountains and sunsets. I love it. Thank you so much for asking. So practice this. You're not spending time listening, watching this for no reason. You are watching and you are listening because your higher self, your soul guided you to this transmission to be able to receive something that you could apply in your everyday life to feel better, to feel more connected, to perceive more and embody more radical self-acceptance. So what happens in this system when we practice radical self-acceptance? The more we reside at the center point of our fractal, and again, we can do that, of course, in our meditation practice, in our mindfulness practice, but as I have shared, we do that in our mundane lives, in our everyday lives. The more we reside there, the more what we focus on grow, right? So this is going to grow. Literally, the heart center becomes more and more activated. You could say that the heart chakras opens up. It's totally that, all the portals within the heart chakras opens up. The center point gets bigger and bigger. So if we have a circle with a tiny dot, it's like the oscillation of the emotions here, the feelings of the thoughts, the oscillations are very, very big. But if we activate bigger and bigger center point of the fractal, bigger and bigger heart, they are not as big. They will become smaller waves and smaller waves. That is radical self-acceptance. It is opening up the heart so much. So imagine that it's all colored in here, already opening up the heart so much that whatever arises is instantly alchemized. So it's like we have, can you see this one? Yes. So we have, for example, a moment where we perceive feeling lost, feeling angry towards ourselves, or annoyed with the self because we keep on procrastinating something, because we thought that by now we would have done this step for our business, or we would have called that person, and we feel like annoyed, by our human and all the things. As soon as we witness that, as soon as you witness that, stop, pause, take one breath, one deep, conscious breath. I'm dropping into my heart center point of my fractal. I'm witnessing my human going there right now. And as soon as you witness that, you create space. When space is created, you are detached. What happens is that this thing that was starting to really take its own life in your reality, it was becoming a thing, like scarcity becomes a thing, like feeling alone, feeling, angry with the self, feeling unworthy. It can become a thing. But when we can stay anchored in our heart center and witness that as the angel of our human, what happens is that instantly the heart portal opens up and brings it in. And then all that there is acceptance. Acceptance for what is. I can tell you that is revolutionary. This system is revolutionary. It is so simple and so deep and so potent. This is why I'm sharing Quantum Wave weekly, because this system works. This system is there to ground us in this reality like never before. This system talks about principles that have been shared before by many masters, by many schools, mystery schools, and so on. But it is so simple, so clear, so crystalline that finally the penny drops. Finally it lands. And you can let me know if you feel this as I share with you. Now live or on the replay, let me know. I love to receive your feedback. Also, if you have any questions as you are here, then you can let me know, okay? So as the heart opens up, this is radical self-acceptance. So it could show, for example, what could I share? Yes, I was sharing with my friends, so I'm here staying with a lot of friends. They were all my students before. It's so nice. They were in my different programs and stuff. And then now we are all here hanging out in Sedona, experiencing all of this magic together. So it's great. So if you're one of my students, like maybe we get to know each other and hang out sometimes. So I was sharing with them that for me, really a sticky area for my human incarnation and this moment in my life, and it's been going on for a while, is like intimate relationship, partnership, divine union. My human, literally, when I enter this field, just even a little bit, instantly, the separation happens in a way that it is more challenging for me to stay anchored at the center point of my fractal. I can feel myself dropping in my head. Yes, but this, yes, but that. And I witness that very strongly because I have a lot of experience witnessing myself and teaching about it. And as they ask me questions, as I share their experience, I can literally feel my energy shifting from a place of embodied presence, gentleness, compassion, really, simply interacting at the center point of my fractal, from oscillating. I oscillate and I can feel that movement. I'm like, and I tell them, that this is really a convoluted, sticky area of my life. So how do I go about that? I choose to practice radical self-acceptance. My human is like that in that area. And so it is. Do I need to change anything about that? No, I do not need to change anything about that. This gets upgraded as I accept myself. This gets upgraded as I spend time accepting who I am, as I spend time finding loving compassion, being the kind, gentle, loving witness of my human. That area of my life gets upgraded because I spend time feeling good in so many other places, witnessing a sunset, eating delicious food with my friends, going to an event with a woman I admire and a community that is really powerful and so kind and lovely. So I can also, which is also what I do, follow the guidance of my angelic nature, of my intuition, of my heart. So there I enter into a channeling space of channeling my heart and asking my heart, what do I need to do right now regarding this? And my heart sometimes would say, just forget about it. Forget about it for now, just do other things. But at times, my heart will say, time to go back to this mentor that you have been training with, time to go to listen to that podcast, time to go to do that training, time to go on a few dates. And then I do the movement of the action that has been guided by my heart, by my angel, by the angel that I am. So for that, I learn to channel. I channel different aspects of myself. So when I am at the center point of my fractal, it is very easy to channel my heart. When I channel my heart, it is easy to know which direction to take, where to push, and where to pull away, when to lean back, when to relax, when to give space. When I channel my heart and my heart says, you really need to go into your horizontal line. Horizontal line means, in our vocabulary, in the teachings that we share, the line that includes inner child, past lives, and ancestors' timelines. Like it could be shadow work. Sometimes the angel, the presence, the heart, will share messages with my conscious awareness of saying, you need to go there because there is actually some density that needs to be really looked into the eye, brought from the subconscious to the conscious, to be brought into the light of your awareness, of your compassionate heart, to be healed and alchemized. And so I go there. But most of the time, the alchemy, the work of transmutation happens from choosing love as a guiding force, choosing radical self-acceptance. And it is so freaking good. It is so good because, we do the inner work continuously. And for a lot of us, doing the inner work is like heavy lifting, going there, going there, going there. But that is radical self-acceptance. Presence within our heart center. That is the inner work as well. And it feels good. And it is not that hard. It comes with practice. It comes with awareness. So this is why I'm teaching this weekly. I'm teaching this weekly because you can keep on listening to the transmission, on review the content. I repeat myself because repetition is important, because we need to hear the same thing over and over and over again until finally, the penny drops. So the more you spend time choosing to reside within your heart center, to observe whatever is unfolding for your human, and to feel that the heart is opening up, and it is opening up, and literally like your angelic wings, it is enveloping everything with so much love, compassion, gentleness, kindness, patience, saying it's okay. But at the same time, at times, this radical self-acceptance with it, and know that you are aware of it, aware of this pattern, aware of the stickiness, aware of the fact that when this happened, you did that and it did not feel good. Know that you have this awareness, you will be able to choose differently after. so you don't repeat over and over again the patterns that don't make you feel good. Because we are not here to say, oh, like, I always feel like shit when I procrastinate on my purpose. Radical self-acceptance, I'm not going to do anything for another entire year. No. We witness that the human feels depleted of energy because basically the energy of the soul pouring through this divine physical vessel that we are needs to have an outlet. And the outlet happens through the embodiment of our purpose. If we do not embody our purpose, we fry our system. A lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression come from that because we do not take the actions guided by our awareness, by our soul into the embodiment of our purpose. So radical self-acceptance is like, okay, this is where I am at now. I radically accept the whole that I am, my past self, everything that I was. But now with this new upgraded level of awareness, I realize that procrastinating on activating my purpose at this level is creating stress, anxiety, and also depletion of energy for my human. So let's do it. Let's take action. Let's roll my sleeves up and say tomorrow or even now, what can I do now to embody my purpose? Maybe it's write an email. Maybe it's just write in my journal. Maybe it's to place a post-it on my wall. So first thing I wake up is like, purpose is on. Purpose on. Okay. So I'm just going to check here. Remember that you can ask me questions regarding all of this, of course. I'm very happy. Oh, I love this. What frequency are you running on your Healy? I have one too. I love this, Candice. I love my Healy. I've been using it a lot. Every time I travel, I use it even more than usual. So now I'm running Coherence. I really like Coherence because so much happened during the Kyra transmission, all of this activation, and we met for lunch. It was really hot. And then, I recalibrated for this session, but I know that Healy helps me as I channel here for you. Healy helps me to stay in the coherent field, meaning in pure alignment, so I can really feel that I'm streamlining directly from source. So this is why I'm running Healy. If you are interested, guys, in knowing more about Healy, you can let me know. I can help you with that. It's an amazing quantum frequency device. Wonderful. So today I thought that actually it would be quite good to experience a meditation around this. So it's a meditation slash activation. Once you know how this works, you can apply that very easily at any time in your life. This is for radical self-acceptance. So the visualization is very much what I have shown on my whiteboard, what I have shown here with my hands, with my hand portal. We open up, and we feel that the door that opens up brings it's like, when we are connected, we are column of ascension. The love, the light of God, of Sophia God, pours through our crown chakra, through our spine, our central channel, everywhere in our body. Okay? So what we do is that we literally open the door of our heart and we can perceive this light so vibrant, so connected, because the heart is the direct portal. And when we do that, we feel that this light is literally, if you're in a dark room and outside is really bright and sunny and you open the door, all of a sudden the room is filled with light. This is literally that. Inside the heart is this infinite field of light. So when we open up that door, all of this light comes out and we can feel it everywhere within us and all around us. And literally it absorbs everything within the one unified field of radical self-acceptance, unconditional love. Okay, so I would love to invite you to do this with me. It should take maybe 10 minutes. I want it to be short and practical, so it is easy to apply. So you would ideally do this after you do your column of ascension, focusing on the heart, connecting the heart with the cord all the way to the heart womb of Mother Gaia, bringing it up, the cord all the way up through to your oversoul network, all the way up to the heart womb of Sophia consciousness. So you have your column of ascension really bright, really vibrant. You feel it deeply anchored. You feel your own energy. So ideally, you want to do that first. But today, because we have limited time, I trust you guys that you're fully ready for this. And you can add this after. Okay? Oh, here, there is a question from Mark. Oh, it's so nice to see you here, Mark. Okay, let's show the question. What do you tell someone who asks you, did that make you feel angry? And you are calm and collected. This happens to me sometimes. What an excellent question. It is a very good question because, as Mark says, when we are at the center point of our fractal, when we are fully aware of our angelic nature, witnessing our human, witnessing also the outside world, it can feel very cold to some people because of the detachment. For some people, if we don't get angry or if we don't cry with the crowd, we are cold, we are heartless. But are we? We are not cold and heartless. It just means that we don't take on the frequency of whatever is happening outside of ourselves and place it inside of ourselves to somehow feel connected, which basically drops our frequency to be present in the density, to feel bad with other people, thinking that it's what's connecting us. No, the primal code of connection says that when we are residing at the center point of our fractal, when we are within the one unified field, we are connected to everything. We are connected to everything through witnessing, to be a conscious witness. We are not someone who comes and carries the burden of others. That is outdated paradigm of spiritual teaching, spiritual healing. Being the compassionate witness means that we observe the suffering of others. We can see like they are getting very angry because of that. These are getting very angry, very sad because of that. And they want me to feel like that. And they think that I am cold because I'm not feeling like that. But I can see and I know very well that, yes, these situations are not nice. They're horrible, they're tragic, they're evil. I can see the play of the matrix of enslavement just right there. But only I am detached from that matrix of enslavement because I am the truth of God, of the light, of the divine. And I am here to choose love as my guiding force. And me dropping out of alignment, dropping my frequency to feel like they feel is not going to help me. On the opposite, I'm going to experience separation from the heart that I am, from the soul that I am, from the God that I am. I am connected to others because I am a compassionate witness to what is happening. But I am not needed to drop my frequency to feeling what they feel to be connected. The power of conscious listening, of being really listening to someone, can give us the connection that people need to feel held, to feel that the space has been created for them to experience their emotional reactions. And for them, so when we are in that place, let's say we both witness something, I am residing within the unified field, so I am detached from that. So I can perceive, but I don't go down into the rabbit hole of like dropping my frequency to be all dramatic with others. And then my neighbor is all dramatic and turns toward me, oh, how can you not feel anything? If we say nothing, if we breathe from the heart and we do the exercise that we're going to do now, like we literally open up this vast field where God, source, consciousness can come and bath the room, bath the place that we are with so much loving compassion, loving attention that we just listen, say, tell me more, I'm listening. And we really need to hold ourselves within being the compassionate witness to be able to hold the Christ light within us. It's a practice. Okay, because sometimes it's easy and then sometimes it's like, oh, I just went down with them. I hope that is answers your question, Mark. Thank you so much. I really like this question. Okay, let's practice this now. Okay, so I would love to invite you to take a few breaths. And as you breathe first here in this space, simply focus on relaxing your body. You relax your body by feeling the head space becoming heavy, by feeling your shoulders dropping, relaxing. You can feel your legs, your pelvis, your hips are relaxed. And you can feel the sensation of dropping. Take 2 more conscious breaths, just savoring this feeling of relaxation within you. And then from there, feel that you are within your heart center. And you can perceive the room of your heart center as any kind of room. It can be a random room. You are there present, and it's not necessarily bright, but it's not necessarily dark either. It is simply a room that represents your current dynamics. So maybe if you feel overwhelmed, the room could be cluttered. If you feel really lost, maybe there is a lot of wind in this room. If you feel ungrounded, maybe you can perceive that the ground is really fragile underneath your feet. So here in this room, you can already receive a lot of information about the flavors of your human in this present moment. Simply open your heart, receive the information. And as you are in this room, witness yourself observing all of it. And as you witness yourself observing all that is present in the room, repeat this. I choose to be fully anchored in my heart now. I choose love as my guiding force. And I choose to see myself through the eyes of Sophia, or through the eyes of God, whatever you want to call the supreme source of life. I choose to see myself through the eyes of Sophia God. I choose to open the door for radical self-acceptance of everything that I am now. And then visualize yourself walking towards the door that's present in this room. It can be a single door or a double door. Just look at this door and then open this door. And there, as you open this door, you are feeling this pouring of light flowing through the door, basking your room, the room of your heart, with so much light that everything that is present is bathed into the light. And the light is so bright that it is really hard to even perceive walls, to perceive clutter, to perceive the ground. And as you receive this pouring of light, repeat this now. I am that I am. I am me, and say your name. I would say I am me, Cendrine. I am me, and I am the unique fractal of source consciousness. And I choose to witness myself and the whole that I am with radical self-acceptance. And I command this light pouring through me to grow and grow and grow. And here, use your breath and feel that this light now is coming out of your heart and is bathing each and every one of your cells in your chest, in your back, in the side body. And this light is growing and it's starting to pour down the legs, the upper back, the arms, all the way to your hands, to your head space, and then all around you. And now visualize the fractal symbol, and you can feel that your whole body and your energy field, you are at the center point of your fractal, and you can feel your light, and so the center point of your fractal growing and growing and growing all the way to the edges of your fractal. And here, for the purpose of clarity for this visualization, imagine that this light is going all the way to your electromagnetic protection, beyond your light body, and you feel that it's just light everywhere. And you can repeat, as I am now residing within the unified field of my own consciousness, I say to myself, I accept and I receive myself fully now. In this present moment, the whole that I am is fully and radically accepted by my heart, through my heart. And feel that there is nothing less that can be distinguished between you, your environment, any sticky areas, any clutter, anything at all. There's just light. Everything is bathed by the light, into the light. Everything is completely included, present, safe within the safe sanctuary of your heart. You might perceive some clutter. You might perceive some stickiness. Just perceive it with gentle awareness. Don't try to dissolve it. Don't try to remove it. It is present within the field of light that you are. And breathe into this. You might feel some density, some pain in the body, some things arising in the mind. Just bath it with the light and repeat, I accept you. I radically accept you. You are welcomed here. You are witnessed as you are. And simply be in that now. Be in that field now. And stay with this awareness just for a little longer. If there are any feelings coming up, you can name a feeling, name an emotion, name an experience, name a sticky pattern. And then you name it, you bring it into your awareness and you witness it simply floating around or dropping around in this field of light, fully basked by the light and simply residing there. And as it's residing there outside of yourself into this field of light, all of a sudden it doesn't become so dense, so intense anymore. It's simply present there, into the light, receiving the light. Breathe into that. Keep your heart fully open and feel how good it feels to radically accept yourself. Now ask your heart, is there something that you want to tell me now? Is there something that I need to know? And allow yourself to channel your heart for a moment. Then start drawing your awareness back, grounding back into the now, into this beautiful shared reality that we are co-creating together by feeling your body. Feel the body, feel your legs, your feet, your arms and hands, your torso, your neck and head. Maybe take a few movements. And open your eyes when you are ready. How was this journey? How was it? Radical self-acceptance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Life-changing. And again, it's a journey. You know? The more we practice, the more we bring our awareness to this desire to experience that as a way of life, the more it becomes a way of life. Tell me in the comment how it was for you now, live or on the replay. I'm always happy, to receive your experience. If there is something that you would like me to talk about as part of Quantum Wave, feel free to send me an email. info@cendrines.com. And this episode today was brought to you by Iria School of Channeling, which is my 1-year certification program to become an extraordinary channel of light. We are starting on the 4th of October. So this curriculum is always open. People can join at any time, but really, we are opening the doors for the very first time on the 4th of October. I will be in Tulum in Mexico when the doors open. It will be very special. We already have many students that have joined, and I feel four more students until they are joining. So if you are interested in refining your channeling abilities because you want to know more of yourself, more of your purpose, because you want to know how to communicate with your high council with a very high level of precision, so you can always feel supported by them. So you can always ask questions to your heart, but also to the Ascended Masters that you co-create with, to the star races that you co-create with, to the aspect of your own multidimensional network that you co-creating with. The Iria School of Channeling is for you. You do not need to necessarily have a practice and already work as a healer, Reiki Master, maybe doing like human design or astrology to join. You can if you want to up level, because this curriculum is like no other. It's very high standard. It's per application only. So if you want to enter the field of understanding how information is shared and how the near future, so it means that the next couple of years will literally expand our consciousness like never before. So now it's very important to join a school like this, because it means that you will be at the forefront of the people who understand the architecture of channeling, of psychic enhancement, of communication with non-physical realms that are helping us so much in the quantum to activate and anchor the new golden age of miracles that is literally coming to earth. You are really here to learn about channeling. So many people need to learn about this. It can help you with your private life. It can help you with your professional life. It can help you with your health. It can help you on all levels. We learn how to channel the body. We learn how to channel star races. We learn to work with ancient civilizations. We're going to go really deep during some events. So I would love to invite you to join. If you are interested, you can send me an email and or you can simply comment here below the video and we will send you a link to more information and the application form. Okay, we are starting on the 4th of October. But if you listen to this transmission later, know that you can join, because everything that we share will be placed into the membership portal. So it happens that we have everything is going to be delivered live with me and my high council. It is exciting. So the live sessions, we have multitude of live sessions per month. Some will be longer than others. All are channeled. We have also pranayama to help with embodiment, because it's very important to work with embodiment practices. We will have some theory, content delivery, which is all channeled, as well as activations, cosmic surgery, coaching. I'm going to be so close to you in the Iria School of Channeling. We're going to get to know each other really well. But we also have sessions on the ethic, the standards of being a really high caliber channel and what it looks like. You also going to be required to practice with the other students. So it means that what you receive, you embody very fast. It doesn't stay like, we sign up to so many things and it kind of stays out there because we don't know how to apply it here. It's all about embodied practical application of the content that we receive because it is very high frequency content. And so we give you practical exercises and things that you can do by yourself and with the other students to be able to bring that in your everyday life. So your psychic abilities, they're going to skyrocket. It's going to be so exciting and I would love to see you there. So if you feel called, you might be one of the 4 souls that are going to join in the next couple of weeks. And I would be so happy and grateful to get to know you and to help you with the application process. So simply comment below for more information or send me an email at info@cendrine.com. And I'm already looking forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Quantum Wave. Remember to practice what we did today, residing at the center point of your fractal, opening up the door to the field of unconditional love pouring from source frequency, from Sophia God, all the time within you, and exploding this love, expanding all of it within you and all around you, feeling that the field of radical self-acceptance is enveloping all your humans, edges and experiences and sticky points and comfortable points. Everything is completely enveloped in your angelic wings. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I love you. And I will see you again next week. Bye.